Greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. Scorpio family members, the spirit guide has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed, shuffled, and cut according to the amount of times and directions given to me by my spirit guide. And so, with your kind permission, may I give an interpretation of the sacred tarot for the month of September 2018 for Scorpio family members. Scorpio, looks like you either just came back from maybe traveling, or it looks like you definitely are really thinking about moving on, moving up, changing something. And I'm talking about physical, like physically moving on, physically changing something. It could very well be your address, or it could very well be a situation that you really want to change, cut and dry, cut off and move away from. Definitely a strong energy for that. I also see you being very, very strong where you're standing. You're being very, very strong and solid. Like you really are on a solid foundation. You're kind of clear about what you want. You're kind of clear about what you're willing to do to get it, and that's a good feeling. That's a good sign. I also see you moving on from something that thought that it had you, some time frame, some type of habits that thought that they had control over you, and you have mastered them and you're moving on. Although right now you don't feel as satisfied as you'd like to feel, you don't feel as good as you'd like to feel. It looks as if you're thinking more about traveling. I do see once again the symbolism for traveling. You're definitely thinking about traveling, definitely thinking about where you want to live. Some of you are looking at different coastlines, like some of you who live on the east, you're thinking west. Some of you who live on the west are thinking east. You're thinking about relocating, definitely that type of energy. As you move through this reading cycle, I do see where there's still going to be some stressors, and we're going to see if we can find out what that's about and how you can best address it. Some of you are not clear in your thinking, not accepting some realities about life, and the idea of not being clear has to do with you not accepting some realities. Definitely strength is part of this reading cycle. You definitely are strong. You have a strong constitution during this time. You can expect some fairness too. Some of you who are dealing with specifically with a legal situation, you can expect things to work out righteously for you. Some of you who are looking at life and things have not necessarily been fair to you, there's going to be that balancing or that shift of fairness is going to happen for you. Some of you need to free yourself. Some of you are dealing with a love relationship that just has you confused, and you need to free yourself, right? You need to move on and let some people leave your life. Some people need to leave you, and you need to focus more on your paper, on your money. Definitely a decision that you're going to have to make between money and love. It looks like that's an interesting mix of energies. It's an interesting choices too, because it looks like you're trying to get your resources. Maybe your time is being compromised because of your relationship, or maybe somebody's trying to occupy your time when you really should be focusing on, more on work, etc. Definitely a change is underfoot for you. There definitely is going to be some kind of change in the structure of your life. I'm looking at the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is always about structure and your square, if you will. And there's going to be some changes. In order for you to get what you want, you're going to have to go through these changes. There's going to have to be some restructuring for you. Anything that is a document that you need to look at, you need to sign, you need to read, please make sure you read it carefully. Documents can be tricky during this time. Some of you are also getting some ill advice. Some of you are getting some poor counsel. The counsel that you're getting is not necessarily giving you the clear information that you need, and the advice that's being given to you is not really giving you what you need to know and how you need to move forward. Some of you might seriously consider during this time reaching out for a private consultation, not just a sacred tarot, but a sacred tarot and a spiritual consultation. There might be some other things that I might be able able to help you get through. Some of you are getting ready to get some stuff real quickly, like things are trying to come through for you quickly. Things are trying to come through for you, but it looks like you still kind of like holding on. Maybe there's some self-doubt going on. Some frustration? No. It looks like you want to get up. You want to make some things happen. Those of you that are getting ready to interview and or present yourself or make any kind of presentation, it's looking really, really good for you as far as that is concerned, and working with a team. All that's looking good. People are admiring you. As far as love is concerned, there seems to be some turbulence in the love relationship type of thing, and I'm looking at that on 3 or 4 different levels. These cards are almost touching each other. The Lover's card is in reverse. The Death card is in reverse. The King of Swords is in reverse, and the Hierophant. Some of you might be dealing with some legal issues as far as a divorce or some type of a legal settlement or legal separation. It could be that type of energy. And you might do yourself very wise and very well to reach out to either myself or someone for a consultation so you can see what's beyond the veil. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to stop there. Those of you that heard something that resonated with your spirit and you'd like to get some clarity, you may reach out to me for a spiritual consultation. Those of you that are not ready to come in for a reading at this time, that is perfectly understandable. You'll be hearing from me very, very soon. Stay blessed, Scorpio.